Hello students, today we will learn how to construct the truth table when the statements are given in symbolic form. First one, P and Q or P. Now first, how many statements are given in this? Two statements are given. One is P and second is Q. Then we will find out how many possibilities we are going to consider while constructing the truth table. So formula is 2 raised to number of statements given. So here only two statements are given, P and Q. So 2 raised to 2, that is equal to 4. So here while constructing the truth table we are going to consider 4 possibilities. So P and Q columns will be fixed. P will be T, T, F, F and Q will be T, F, T, F. Here we consider all possible values of P and Q. See, when both are true, when P is true, Q is false, when P is false, Q is true, and when both are false. So these two columns will be fixed. Now by looking at this statement, we will decide how many columns we require while constructing the truth table. So here we require P and Q. Then final statement, that is P and Q or P. So we remember the table for AND. Out of two statements, any one is false, then answer is false. So here first one will be true and remaining will be false. Now here we require P and Q or P. So this column or P. These two we are going to consider for the logical connective OR. Now we remember the table for OR. Out of two statements, any one is true, then answer is true. So first one will be true, second one will be true because one true is present here, and remaining two will be false. So our last column is T, T, F, F. Now moving towards the next one, P implies Q and negation of P. Here also first we will find out how many statements are given. Only two statements are given, P and Q. So again 2 raised to number of statements given. So 2 raised to 2, that is equal to 4. Here also we are going to consider 4 possibilities. So column of P and Q will be fixed, T, T, F, F and T, F, T, F. Then we will find out how many columns we require. So P implies Q will be the next column. Then we require negation of P and last entire statement, that is P implies Q and negation of P. So here we remember the table for implies if then. If first statement is true and second statement is false, then only answer is false, otherwise answer is true. Now here for implication we know that P is the hypothesis and Q is the conclusion, or we can say consequence. So the next column is negation of P. So we are going to negation of this column P. T will become F and F will become T here. Now finally this column P implies Q and negation of P. So out of two statements, any one is false, then answer is false. So here we will get F, F and then T, T. Then next P implies Q, double implies Q implies P. Now here also two statements are given. So 4 possibilities we will consider. P and Q column will be fixed and then we require P implies Q, then Q implies P and then double implication of these two statements. Now suppose in any case you cannot write all the columns in one line, then the remaining columns you can prepare below this. Otherwise you can call these columns as 1, 2, 3, 4, and for the last one, instead of writing this entire statement, we can write 3 double implies 4. That will also work. Now these two columns will be fixed. Now P implies Q. We know first statement is true and second statement is false, then only answer is false, otherwise true. Now Q implies P. Now here our first statement is Q and second statement is P. So if the first statement, that is Q, is true and P is false, then only answer is false, and in remaining all cases answer will be true. And now for double implication, if both are true or both are false, then only answer is true, otherwise answer is false. So our last column will be T, F, F, T. Now consider the next one. Negation of P or Q. Double implies negation of P and Q. Here also two statements are given, so we are going to consider four possibilities. Now first two columns will be fixed. Now we require negation of P, then negation of P or Q, then P and Q, then negation of this column, that is negation of P and Q, and then our entire statement, that is this column double implies this column. So here P and Q column will be fixed. Negation of P means T will become F, F will become T. Then negation of P or Q, any one is true then answer is true, otherwise answer is false. Now P and Q, any one is P and Q, check these two columns, any one is false then answer is false, otherwise answer is true. Then negation of this column, so T will become F and F will become T. Now double implication of these two columns means negation of P or Q, then negation of P and Q. These two columns we are going to consider double implication. First is false, second is false, then here at both the places we have true, so T, and here at the both the places we have T, so T. Now next, P and Q or R and negation of R or P and Q. Now here three statements are given, P, Q, R. So by using the formula 2 raised to number of statements given, so 2 raised to 3, that is equal to 8. So here we are going to consider 8 possibilities. So column P will be T, 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 F, 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 F. 4 times T, 4 times F. Column Q will be T, T, F, F, T, T, F, F. 2 times T, 2 times F. And column R will be T, F, T, F, T, F, T, F. 1 time T, 1 time F. Now whenever the three statements are given, our these three columns will be fixed, P, Q and R. Now see how many more columns we require. Negation of R we require, then P and Q, then P and Q or R, then negation of R or P and Q, and finally the entire statement. Since we cannot write this much big statement here in last column, we call this as A and this as B, and finally we will write A and B. Now negation of R, so T will become F, F will become T, this will be our R. Then P and Q, so here anyone out of two statement, anyone is false then answer is false. So first one will be true, true, then false, 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 false. Then P and Q or R, so anyone is true then answer is true. By using that we will get T, 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 F, T, F, T, F. Now here negation of R or P and Q, again anyone is true then answer is true. First one is true, then no true present, so false, then true, false, true, false and true. And finally A and B, again out of both the statement anyone is false then answer is false. So first one will be true, then next is false, 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 false and false. Now next, one more question for the three statements we are going to consider here. So negation of P or Q and Q implies R implies P implies R. So here also three statements are given, so first three columns will be fixed, that is P, Q, R. Then we require negation of P, then negation of P or Q, then Q implies R, then A and B means this A column and B column, for that we will consider and then P implies R, and finally we call this as C and D, so we require C implies D. Now our three columns P, Q, R will be fixed, then negation of P, that is T will become F and F will become T. Then negation of P or Q, again we use the same trick, that is out of both the statement any one is true then answer is true. By using this we will get these values. Then Q implies R, only first statement is true and second is false, then only answer is false. First is true, second is false, then false. First is true, second is false, then false, otherwise true. Then A and B, out of both the statement any one is false then answer is false, we will get this. Then P implies R, again the same trick, first is true and second is false, then only answer is false, otherwise answer is true. And finally C implies D, by using the same format we will get T in the last column. Now using truth table, prove that the following logical equivalence. Now here at the time both the statements are given. Now here also we have two options. We can prepare two separate truth table for both the statements, and if we are getting last column of both the statements as same or identical, we can say that these two statements are logically equivalent. Or we can construct only one table, and in one table we prepare all columns for both the required statements, and if the both these statements columns will be identical, then we can say that these are logically equivalent. Now here first will be P, then Q, then P and Q, then we require negation of Q, then P implies negation of Q, then negation of P and negation of Q. Now by using the previous sums, by using the same tricks, you prepare truth table for all this, and you can see here that P and Q column and negation of P implies negation of Q. This column both are identical, and therefore these two are logically equivalent. Thank you students.